Hello and welcome to my channel today, Blue Snakes and More. Today we're reading part 2 of the story I am writing called The Muppets, Fraggle, Rock, Goldberg's Adventure. So please like this video and subscribe to the channel. And for more videos like this, watch my other half channel, A&A Snakes and Stuff. My youngest son's channel, Henny's Toys and Games, or my oldest son's channel, Little Chris 10. Let's dive into the video. Adam stood in the suddenly quiet living room, staring at the blank projector screen. "Well," he said softly, "that was the greatest day of my life." The projector hummed again. Everyone froze. Murray squinted at it. "If that thing brings in more flat weirdos, I'm charging it rent." But this time the light wasn't flickering with Muppets or Fraggles. The beam stretched outward, twisting like a glowing vine. The air shimmered, and instead of characters stepping out, the entire room shifted. The couch vanished, the TV dissolved, the walls stretched into stone. Beverly gasped. "Adam, Murray, Goldberg, what did you do?" They weren't in Junkin Town anymore. They were standing in a cobblestone courtyard surrounded by timber-framed houses, banners snapping in the wind. Church bells rang. In the distance, men in doublets and women in long skirts hurried past, speaking in hushed tones. A wooden sign read, "Anara Domani, 1588. Adam's eyes nearly exploded with excitement. "Oh my God, this is early modern Europe." Barry blinked. "Why does everything look like a Renaissance fair, but without the turkey legs?" Before anyone could panic properly, a familiar green frog voice echoed nearby. "Oh dear, this seems historically significant." Kermit stepped out from behind a wooden cart, dusting off his collar. Behind him, Miss Piggy dramatically lifted her skirts to avoid mud, while Fozzie clutched a lint. From beneath a nearby stone wall, a tiny trapdoor popped open. Red Fraggle climbed out, followed by Gooboo and Wibbly. "We found another tunnel," Red cheered, "but this one smells like horses in history." Adam pointed dramatically. The portal didn't close. It connected to another time period. Gobo looked around thoughtfully. "This doesn't feel like Fraggle Rock. No radishes." Before anyone could analyze further, the sky darkened unnaturally. The air rippled, like ink bleeding into water. From the distortion stepped a tall, shadowed figure, wrapped in flowing black and deep violet. Adam felt something strange in his chest. Because this wasn't random. It felt connected. The shadow peered back at Horde. It was energetic eclipse. The being's voice echoed like wind through cathedrals. Time fractures spread across realms. Your world, Fraggle Rocks, the stage of the Muppets. Even this era of plague and power, they are threads in a larger tapestry. Adam's brain short-circuited. "Wait, you're from my universe?" Eclipse's eyes glowed faint silver. "Yes, Adam Goldberg. Your imagination has always been a door." Behind Eclipse, reality shimmered again, this time revealing faint silhouettes. Majestic blossom radiated and calm. Verdant veil wrapped in emerald light. A distant throne shadow that might have been abyssal thistle. Miss Piggy crossed her arms. "I do not share screen time with shadows unless I get a close-up." Red Fraggle stepped forward boldly. "So what's the problem? We'll just fix it." Eclipse raised one hand. The sky split briefly, revealing flashes. The Globe Theater. Ships preparing for war in 1588. Alchemists experimenting with strange glowing substances. In this era, Eclipse said, belief reshapes reality. Fear feeds fractures. If chaos spreads here, it will echo across all worlds. Maury grinned. Why can't we ever portal somewhere relaxing? Adam's eyes lit up. This is perfect. Early modern Europe was full of superstition, religious tension, exploitation, scientific revelation. If magic energy leaks here, people would think it's witchcraft. Wembley gawped. What's witchcraft? Bobber fainted. Gobo adjusted his explorer pouch. So we need to stop the fracture. Yes, Eclipse replied, but it requires harmony, music, stray, hope. Kermit straightened proudly. Well, that's practically our job description. Suddenly, a group of frightened villagers rushed into the square. There's a demon in the bell tower. The sky cracked again, this time revealing a swirling vortex of inky vines. From it, a whispering form began to emerge. Abyssal thistle, not fully formed, but feeding on fear. Violet Valley's voice echoed from the shimmer. Balance must be restored before the roots take hold. Adam turned to everyone. This is it. 1988 pop culture meets the Renaissance, meets my universe. We combine everything. Barry blinked. Explain in English? We put on a show. Miss Piggy gasped, finally. Kermit nodded. Music calms fear. Red pumped his fist. Fraggers are great at songs. Even Maury shrugged. Fine, if we're doing this, let's do it fast. I'm not living in the 1500s. And so, in the middle of a 1588 European town square, something extraordinary happened. The Muppets began playing instruments borrowed from confused musicians. Fozzie cracked jokes about plague reviews. The Fraggers danced through the cobblestones. Beverly coordinated villagers into a perfectly loving, overbearing chorus. Adam directed like a visionary. The music rose, not modern, not Renaissance, but something timeless, hope. The swirling shadow in the bell tower shrinked as the light from majestic blossom flared gently behind the performance. Violet Valley's green aura wrapped around the vortex like ivy reclaiming stone. Abyssal thistle dissolved back into harmless sparks. The sky cleared, silence, then applause. The villagers stared in awe. Angels, one whispered. Miss Piggy flipped her hair correct. Imagetic Eclipse stepped forward one final time. The fracture is sealed. But understand this. Adam Goldberg, your word touches many others. Stories are not separate. They are roots of the same tree. Adam swallowed. This isn't over. Eclipse's faint spire gleamed. It has only begun. The courtyard shimmered again. The Goldberg living room returned. The couch reappeared. The projector shut off with a soft click. Click! Everyone stood still. Barry broke the silence. I liked the Fraggers better than the plague. Kermit tipped his hat. Until next time. Red waved enthusiastically before vanishing into a tiny shimmer of rock and light. The room settled. Adam looked at the projector thoughtfully. Somewhere deep within it, a faint pulse of violet light glowed. A portal. A connection. A doorway not just to 1988, but to the Divine Chronicles. And in the quiet space between seconds, far beyond Junkentown and 1588 Europe, Imagetic Eclipse watched the threads of story weaving together. The next fracture would not be accidental, and this time the freaky fellows were stirring. Thank you for watching this video, and peace out till the next time.